to be going over, and I'll use my cursor, and this is the logo for the California State University system. It is the largest university system in the United States. And you'll see here a map of the US, and this bottom little star that you can see, that's where San Diego is, about 2 hours north is Los Angeles, about 11 hours north in driving is San Francisco. And so California is a large state. It's the fifth largest economy in the world. There's 42 million people that live in California. So there's a lot of students that come to study, a lot of students that come from other states in the United States to study as well. So really quickly, the first one, the California State University system. Again, this is what San Diego State University is, a member of. It is, again, the largest four-year university system in the United States. There's about 500,000 plus students at the California State University system. They're studying at one of 23 different campuses, and you can see the list here, a full list, and I made it a little bit bigger, San Diego State University, but each one of us enrolls quite a large number of students. On our campus, we have about 37,000 students. And so the California State University system, we offer undergraduate degrees and graduate degrees. So students can transfer in from a two-year community college. They can begin as a first-year student or a freshman, or they can come to our university as a graduate student and get a graduate degree as well. The fundamental thing that sets us apart, us being the CSU system apart from the other systems in California, is about undergraduate research across all majors, graduate research as well. They're usually quite large campuses. Again, our campus, 37,000 plus students. We offer an affordable price. So tuition to go to San Diego State University is about $20,000 US per year, which is 2 semesters. And again, the class sizes tend to be a little bit larger. Students, are completing their degree, whether it's a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree or a master's degree. And the other big fundamental difference is about experience-based learning. And so that is, we're going to provide you the knowledge in the classroom, and then we're going to combine it with experiences outside the classroom. So senior research projects, internships related to your major, projects that make sure that when you graduate, you're job ready, but we also prepare you to go on to graduate study as well. And so just to back up just a little bit, in the 1960s, so about, 50, 60 years ago, there was only one university system in in California, excuse me. And then the California state government split it up into the UC system and the California State University system. And then we've always had a community college system. So again, 23 campuses. You might know some of these names, like San Francisco State or Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. There's quite a lot of institutions here. At each one of them, although they do provide a number of different majors, we provide 98 undergraduate degrees, 87 graduate degrees. Each one of us has a little bit more of an emphasis in a certain area, depending on where we're located. So you might find in San Francisco, maybe people pushing more toward, like IT or computer science, those kinds of AI, things like that. We have those as well. But it just kind of depends on where you decide to go. This leads us into the the University of California system. And you'll see here that there are 10 campuses. One of them is, they do have medical centers, but one of them is a lecture center only. And I'm sure you've heard of UCLA, Berkeley, Stanford, places like that. These are part of the UC system. What you'll notice about the UC system is they are one of the world's leading public research institutions or university systems. Again, they're very much research driven. So where the California State University system is driven by experience-based learning and internships related to your major. The University of California is strictly research-driven. And so they're very much into their professors are doing research. In general, you may be taught by a graduate student because they're also doing research as well. And what we can, the big difference is actually the cost of attending a University of California tends to be a little bit higher. They tend to have a little bit smaller campuses, although campuses like UCLA, they are the #1 applied to university in the United States. So of course they're going to receive 150,000 plus applications each year for freshmen or undergraduate students. We at San Diego State University, we receive about 110,000 applications. So we're in the top 10 as well. They're highly competitive. So if you're looking for like a very rigorous education that's research driven, and that is competitive to get into. So you're an academically strong student in high school, or you're an academically strong student in your college or university that you're attending now, and you want to really push yourself in areas of research and things like that, then I would really kind of steer you toward the UC system. The University of California system also tends to have scholarships. They're not going to be a full ride scholarship. They tend to be a smaller scholarships. Whereas for the California State University system, again, because of the cost of attending is so low, we generally don't provide scholarships. And if a scholarship was received, it would maybe be only maybe $1,000 or $2,000 US. So it's not going to be that consequential in the cost of your education. So I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time talking about the California Community College system, because I think it's important that you as students that are researching US universities understand that if you want to kind of have a soft introduction to a university experience in the United States, and maybe you want to learn English first, maybe you want to polish up your English language skills, this would be a good place to begin, is at the community college system. Although we at the CSU system and the UC system also provide English classes, this is just a really soft introduction to what a US campus would feel like. They tend to be larger campuses. And so you'll see here in the state of California, there are 73 community college districts, but within each one of those districts, there are a number of community colleges. And so for San Diego, we have the San Diego Community College District, and our community colleges, we actually have 6 community colleges here in San Diego. So students can attend any one of those 6 and complete the first 2 years of their major, and then apply to then transfer to either a California State University, a University of California, or a private California institution, or go to another state in the United States as well. So it gives you a lot of options. Again, it's you'll see here the 3rd largest system of higher education in the world. So it's a huge system. You'll see that they have over 2.1 million students. And so just really quickly, so the name community college actually means that they are educating the community. And so in that community may be high school students that want to take upper division classes that they can transfer in when they graduate from high school and start at a university. There may be students that are just beginning their college curriculum, working toward an associate's degree. And so that's the beginning of the 2 years. And there might be, maybe there's a retired couple that just retired and they want to travel to Spain and they're there to take Spanish classes. And so you may be sitting in a class with a retired couple that are learning Spanish, and you're taking Spanish classes to meet the requirements to transfer. So that's why it's called a community college. It's because it educates the community that those institutions are in. And so I hope that kind of narrows it down a little bit for you. And they also tend to be much less expensive. So that's like the least expensive option for your first 2 years of moving toward a bachelor's degree. And so again, they're part of the California system. And again, the 2+2 program, and I'll explain in the next slide, a little bit more about the first 2 years and kind of what you would be completing at a community college prior to transferring to a California university. So again, you're going to complete both GE, which are general education classes, and you're going to complete major preparation classes. The final system in California is the private university system. And you'll see that we have 82 private universities. You'll see it's a smaller class, smaller group of students. So in those 82 private institutions, we have less than 300,000 students. And so again, really small class sizes. But when you have a small class size, it's going to cost you a lot more. And so, and again, it gives, here's a few just names here: Stanford, University of Southern California. So you may have heard of USC or Pepperdine. These are private university systems. The great thing about a private university system in California is that they do tend to offer the best scholarships. So if you're looking for a full ride scholarship, if you're looking for more money to offset the costs that you're already going to be putting into your higher education, I would really steer you toward the private university systems in California. So if you really need a scholarship and you want to study in California, do a Google search or do some kind of search where you can look up these 82 private institutions and then narrow it down to where you would like to live: Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, something like that. And then reach out to those institutions that you're really considering and find out, do they have my major? Do they offer scholarships? And ask the questions that you need to know in order to make that decision for yourself or with your family as well.